to the beginning. What even got you into the music?
Well, it's interesting. It's a dope ass story because when I was younger, I was with an acting company called YEA, Youth Ensemble of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I was like 9, 10 years old. It's a very, very prominent group acting organization here in the city. We had Candy from Escape. She was in the group with us. Johnny Cabell, he was in the group with us. Keenan and Kel from the Saturday Night, they was in there. So just to put me on the amount of talent that I was around at a young age, I started off with the acting thing. And when we was on rehearsal break, all the big homies used to get together and freestyle and stuff like that. So I was like 12, maybe 9, 10, listening to them freestyle, and I just fell in love with, you know, how they went in with the whole freestyle thing, being in the back of my homeboy Cherokee, and just soaking up the energy, and just started freestyling a little bit with it, man, playing with the game, and just ended up really loving the whole vibe and loving, you know, the whole hip hop thing. By the time I was in 8th grade, I had like 10 minutes at the lunch table in the middle school. I know everybody probably know me. They used to beat on the table, and I got so popular with the rapping, man, I went and had a whole 10 minutes to hip hop and sending everybody back to class, last little minute in the cafeteria. You know what I'm saying, battling after school, stuff like that. Went to North Atlanta, the same thing, bro, just rapping, you know what I'm saying, hip hop. So it was always in me, you know what I'm saying, to do it because I fell in love with it, because I felt like it was just something more than music when it came to the rapping. It was a culture, and I wanted to just dig into it and find out what it was about, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, what kept you going with the music?
Man, knowledge. Inspiration, the OGs, you know what I'm saying? Because we know it's 5 elements in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Graffiti, MC, DJing, breakdancing. I probably missed 1 or 2, but definitely the 5th and the major, most important is knowledge. And ever since I was young, bro, I always had a energy about me to want to know about shit, to want to know about knowledge and pick up on a lot of stuff. And I used to like, you know, the way you know, your KRS-Ones did it. I like how, you know, your Tupac's did it. I like how your Scarface did it. I like how Jay Prince did it. You know, I like how Suge did it, how Jay-Z and Dame and Kareem did it. So it was kind of like me seeing my people finally get a piece of something that we can control, which is the art form of hip-hop. So that kept me going, man. And back in the 90s, man, with all the good music, it was a golden era for us, so it was easy for me to keep going.
Who are some of your biggest influences?
Man, mainly, man, the biggest one for me by far, man, is Bob Marley.
Okay.
With the whole reggae movement, the whole roster thing that he had going on, it's kind of like the main artist that's inspired and touched me the most. But outside of him would definitely be Tupac, man. I just love what he did for the game, bro. Just really fighting against, going against the tank himself, you know, throwing his rocks and doing what he had to do to make sure that that he was the blueprint of what we supposed to do now. But we kind of fell off the track of what the whole vibe was about. But my thing was to embody people like that, people that made change and people that wanted to see other people grow. So yeah, shout out Pop Machiavelli, man. He was definitely the hardest ones in my life, in my career, and Bob Marley, you know what I'm saying?
Now, what can people just tap into right now?
Well, right now, I got to get that Wait Up single, featuring the homie Kenny Buttons out of New York City, really rocking that. And not only is it a single, but it's become a movement of mine. We talk about getting that weight up. We talking about really growing as an individual. We talking about growing as an artist, growing as a male, a female, a MC, a femc to get the way you need to go. So get that weight up is not just a record for me, but it's also a mantra, a statement of who I am. Low Life 2 coming, man, next year, 4/20/20, you know what I'm saying? Low Life is who I am. When you talk about Low Life, you talk about raw low life, the way I do things, the way that I perceive and where I take my whole grind and my perception and stuff. So Low Life is what it is. I'm gonna drop that in January, but we coming with Low Life 2. So it's like a whole movie, a whole sequel that you get me indulge in who I am as an artist and watch me grow. So I want to welcome everybody to the Low Life, man.
Okay.
Shout out Charles I Media too.
Okay. What's some advice or pitfalls you can kind of tell other artists coming up to, you know, just help them dodge some of those pitfalls? Some stuff that you've seen that may or may not have worked that you can kind of give some advice on.
Man, the pitfalls would definitely be not being well with my money early in my career. Doing what I'm supposed to do as far as investing in myself, having my money together. That was one of the biggest pitfalls. So, you know what I'm saying, definitely artists, you need to definitely have your finance together if you want to be an artist, man, to get your ones and twos together, because it's an independence game. The second one probably with me, man, is just who you put yourself around. You know what I'm saying? Your circle of friends, the energy that everybody brings to a situation, you know, might not be the best for you, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know what kind of time you're losing, you don't know what's going on when you're dealing with a circle of people. So, you know, that was a pitfall of mine, you know what I'm saying? Another one too, that's the biggest one that I can definitely elaborate on. But the whole thing now with me, I think another question you asked was any advice, and I would just say, man, to learn the business. You know, to all the young guys out there, don't react. Don't be reactive. Be proactive. Stay ahead of the game. Learn your business. Learn contracts and all the terms and what it means. Ownership, you know what I'm saying? Definitely want to own everything, your masters, your publishing, you know what I'm saying? You know, slow down, take your time, you know, don't worry about the deal or somebody recognize you and seeing you, you know, recognize yourself, focus on yourself, you as an artist, and just grow, and everything will fall into place, but definitely be about the paperwork and definitely be financial literate.
You got this artist conference call. So tell the people what that's all about. What you got going on with that?
Artist Network conference call, man. That's myself, man, with my all-star panel, the celebrity DJ KDX. We do it every Monday from 7 to 9. We have had major artists on there from Onyx, to A-Ball, the MJG, Rico Barrino, Hot Boy Turk. We had legends like Uncle Head from Splat Pack, Curtis Blow. We've had R&B legends like Cut Close, Intro. I mean, it goes on and on. But what the whole call is designed for is to, number one, to bridge the gap between the older generation of artists and the new heads that's out, and try to bridge that whole thing together so it won't be a rip between the old heads and new heads. Also to learn the game from people who's been in it, people who's associated in it, and still out here moving on the independent level. Because right now the independent is the new major. Independent is the new way. It's all about the independence, internet radio. You know what I'm saying? So definitely have your ones and twos together, your ducks in a row, so you can indulge in all this independent action that's going on out here. You know what I'm saying?
Talked about what you got going on now. What can people look forward to in the future? Projects. It can be outside of music.
Well, right now, man. So, you know, I'm trying. My main thing is to get back focused with the music, because I fell off the music wagon because I got on my business game to make sure that I wanted to, you know, to get into the events and see different sides of the game. So I'm getting back to the music. But we're definitely gonna see more documentaries, probably some acting from me. Probably definitely start seeing more visuals of what I got to come. But right now, man, we just grinding, man. We just trying to apply the pressure. We're trying to keep all the energy in the city-wise here. You know what I'm saying? Tap with good people like Tron's eye to keep the whole visual going, and stay conscious and woke in this thing, man. Like that's really it. I want everybody to just see the growth. I've been in it for a long time. Everybody know that since like the early 2000s, 2020. So you do the math, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about recreating yourself and growth, and that's what I'm excited about. People seeing me grow and saying, hey, boy, I've been in the thing a long time, but look how it's doing now.
Get my jeans, about to roll a ball back. Choppers in the bushes, shells in my backpack. Rock up Reaganomics, all I saw was crack sacks. A walk for school, parent me for manhood. I'm sick of these noodles.